Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rjpasini. Today is July 23rd, 2018. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers that subscribe to this channel. It is greatly appreciated. And I hope more people will keep tuning in and checking out this channel. I try to provide, I should say, the best information possible, and when I get it handed down to me, I will share it with you as well. As for those who don't know, if you look at my banner, it talks about the His Initiative and the Clean Content channel. And just to go over it really brief before we jump into the news, the His Initiative is to help inspire and share, and the Clean Content channel, I do not discuss any religion or politics, and there's no profanity or crazy talk on this channel. I consider it a kids safe channel. So I just wanted to throw that out there for those who are new subscribers, or maybe you just might have hit this channel by accident, you want to see what I'm all about. That's what I just wanted to give a brief little intro about that, my services as far as what this channel is all about, which is to help people out. So without further ado, I'm going to bump out of here and I'm going to go to the first window over here, and I have a lot of windows opened up, so please bear with me. Okay, thanks. Okay folks, here we are. As you can see up here, I do have a lot of windows open up over here, so I definitely want to go over them, and I want to try to do it as quick as possible. I just want to share some additional information with you guys after I do the reseller news. But for starters, let's get right to it. First off, this came out July 21st, 2018. I get the information from e-commerce bites, and this one's talking about eBay gives best offer haggling feature greater visibility. And it says over here, a reader said eBay is now making it easy for buyers to filter search results to see only listings where the sellers have set best offers. Shoppers could previously filter by best offer in the left column where buyers might miss it. Now eBay displays a button labeled accept offers at the top of the search results next to the buttons that let buyers select between all listings, auctions, and buy it now listings. And then it goes on to say, no clue if this is just a test or an actual new thing, the reader wrote. The reason why I'm kind of a little, chuckling over there is because I feel that every time eBay makes a correction, or they add a feature in their program, I feel like it's like a trickle-down effect. They fix one thing and something else gets broken, or something along that line. I'm hoping this is going to work out. We got to see. It's yet to be seen, so let's see how this works out. I'm happy with it. Like I said, I do have a lot of best offers. All my listings have best offers on them, and I have been accepting a lot of best offers. So if you don't use it, it's not too bad. You just got to work with a margin that you're looking for. You have to have a target price that you're looking for when it comes to best offers, because you don't want to take such a low offer. I know people want to move merchandise out. I know myself, I do too. But I don't want to take an offer so cheap just to get just to make a sale, and I'm taking a loss on it. So that's something you got to work out for yourself. If you want to read the rest of this story, folks, just to let you know, for the new subscribers, I don't read all of these web pages verbatim because it'll take a real long time. So I will give you the link as always. And right now, just to give you a heads up, all the next windows that we're going to be going to are all from e-commerce bites, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself over and over again. And not only that, you could see it right here. This information has come from ecommercebites.com. I highly recommend it. I love it. I think it's pretty good, to be honest with you. I got a lot of my information there, good information. Yeah, as you can see, this is from Saturday. So sorry about that being a little late on there. I try to do this the best I can, but sometimes I have personal issues, or not personal issues, personal matters to take care of, and it doesn't always give me enough ample time to do it. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So let's close this one out and go to the next one over here. eBay flummoxed by fidget spinners in the second quarter. It says over here, eBay blamed fidget spinners for a disappointing metric in its second quarter earnings report released yesterday, after Wall Street analysts asked why eBay promotions and best price guarantee programs were not translating into an increase in active buyers during the quarter. Then it goes on to say the stress-relieving fidget spinners have attracted new buyers in the second quarter of 2017, but not all of those new buyers had been eager to get their hands on the latest fad returned to make a subsequent purchase, according to the eBay Chief Financial Officer, Scott Schenkel. Again, you can read this here. I don't know if anybody's been selling those fidget spinners. I had only one I picked up, and the thing's been sitting there for God knows how long. I think the market's been saturated and glutted with them. I don't know. I'm going to eventually just take it off. But anyway, you know, that's what's going on with this here. But if you could check this one out if you like. All right, let me just move along here. Let's bump out of this one here. Okay, here is another one. Now this deals with Etsy. It's going to go back and forth, folks, so you might get eBay, Etsy, you might get some Amazon here too, so just to share that with you really quick. This came out Friday, July 20th, 2018. Etsy treats vintage differently than on navigation menu. And it goes on to say, an Etsy seller wrote us today sharing concerns that the marketplace appears to be putting sellers of vintage goods at a disadvantage over those selling handmade goods. There are the three categories of goods sellers can list on: Etsy, vintage, handmade, and supplies. And then it goes on to say over here, Etsy is putting the vintage sellers at a disadvantage. She wrote, without announcement or explanation, they have removed access to the drop-down feature for the vintage category only. Vintage sellers pay Etsy the same fees as the other categories and should receive the same browsing feature as the rest. The only response from the Etsy admin is that the change was intentional. I don't really sell on Etsy. I don't know if anybody, you know, if you guys out there sell on Etsy. I tried putting some t-shirts on there. I had some t-shirts and I put them back on eBay. I wasn't getting any really traction from that site. I'm not saying that site's been glutted or whatever it may be. I don't really, you know, deal with Etsy on that level. I really should kind of be diversified. I should sell on eBay. I mean, eBay, Amazon, Etsy. They have another one, ThreadUp or something like that. There's another one. There's so many new ones coming out. I can't even keep track of them. But there are other platforms. I mean, I do sell on Bonanza as well. Bonanza is not bad. I get sales every now and then. I wouldn't place all my, you know, place everything too much on that, because like I said, I think out of the whole time I've been with Bonanza, I only sold, I think, 10 items on there. So it's okay. It's better than having nothing, right? That's what I look at. But you can read the rest of the story if you can, you know. So let's see what we got here. Let's move right along. And it goes on to say, eBay, this is another one. eBay turns to sellers for help with catalog. Okay, eBay asked sellers for help in building a product catalog on Wednesday and transition to product-based shopping experience. But with its launch of the Product Experts Program, PEP, eBay is looking for sellers to provide casual input. It's looking for sellers with deep expertise in 12 product areas and invited sellers to pour your far-reaching product knowledge into eBay's catalog, and in return have an opportunity to help shape the future of the category's structured data experience. It's a pretty good thing to do that there. I haven't done anything just yet with that. I do plan on, you know, putting a little information out there on the e-commerce guides page. I'm going to look into that a little bit. You know, not right now. I have other things going on, but that, you know, that's something you guys might want to check into, you know, for yourselves. But it goes over here to say it's hard to imagine Amazon making such a request of its sellers. Well, they say eBay here, but this one's turned to eBay for help. And as you notice, it's also talking about Amazon too. You know, it says it's hard to imagine Amazon is making such requests on its sellers forums. Presumably, it has some systems in place for collecting product data for its catalog and employs retail experts. You know, I don't know. You know, like I said, I heard some stories that in the past, I think I did in my other reseller news, people were using the preferred or the ones of recommended product information, and it was giving them, it was pointing sellers, the buyers to different information. It was giving them different information. It was pointing to different directions. I don't know which one it is, because like I said, I get quite a few of these videos. So if I find out, I will place it out there. You know, I'll put it up there and let you guys check it out. It was something really crazy, and if I find it, I'll put it out for you guys. But you know, if you want to read the rest of the story, you could check it out. This one came out Thursday, July 19th, 2018. Again, it's for e-commerce bites. But let's move right along, folks. Okay. Here we got over here sellers buzzing about Amazon suspension of family business. Online sellers are buzzing about Amazon's treatment of Chesapeake liquidators in the CNBC report. It's a familiar tale of merchants who build up the business on online marketplace only to be shut out with no clear explanation of why and with seemingly no recourse. Again, folks, you could check this out if you like. This came off of e-commerce. I don't know what's going on with that. Like I said, I don't really sell on Amazon at this point in time. You might want to check it out for yourself for those who are Amazon sellers. Let's move right along, folks, with this here. Here it says over here, returns become a minefield for this eBay seller. This one came out on Sunday, July 22nd, 2018. It says, "Dear Ina, I would like to share a nightmare of fake SNAD returns that I had been dealing with lately since eBay stopped backing sellers up on the SNAD claims. For those who are out of the loop, it is not possible to win an SNAD case no matter the reason. eBay automatically instructs the buyers to return on the seller's dime." And then it goes on to say over here, I'm a no return seller and used to rarely get more than one SNAD a month. Here's what I had to deal with within the last 3 weeks. In all cases, I called eBay and they told me there was no way to win. Well, okay. A buyer claimed that the item smells musty, came back smelling like nothing but a worn, dirty, and deodorant stains. You know, I don't know. In regards to stuff like this, folks, I will say this. If it comes to buying clothes, you know, if you do buy pre-owned clothes, I know the thrift store I go to, the clothes seem to be pretty clean there. I never really had any problem with those, you know, selling clothes. But if you do get clothes from pre-owned, you know, from the thrift stores and stuff like that, you might want to, as long as they're machine washable, wash them up and you know, steam them. I have a steam machine, you know, pretty much it's commercial. It's like a commercial steamer, and that's what I've done in the past. If I had to put, you know, if I had clothes that were machine washable, I will wash them, even though they smell clean. I will go that next step, wash them, put the fabric softener in there, and steam them out, make them nice and, you know, straightened out. They like would take out the wrinkles and stuff. But you might want to consider one of those there. But be cautious with that, especially if you're selling pre-owned shoes. You might want to get one of those sprays if they have for shoes, you know, like they used to when you go bowling. They always have those sprays there, I guess, to take the odors out of the shoes. You might want to consider that as well, because you don't want these type of things to happen, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you can check this story out, and the one you'll be looking for is returns become a minefield for this seller, eBay seller. You can check that out as well. Let's move right along. Here's another one. U.S. eBay, it says eBay said, eBay buyer says beware of overseas sellers with U.S. shipping. And this person's writing into Ina. Ina Steiner, by the way, is the one who created and founded this ecommercebites.com. So just to give you a heads up. It says, Dear Ina, it has come to my attention that a person better think twice before making international purchases, even if they claim to have the shipping from the U.S. I spent $2,385 on a CNC machine that to this day does not work. It arrived with a broken foot, which meant that at least 1 month delay on the getting it up and running. Then it says the software did not work. I paid an additional $500 to repair my computer to run their software, and still the CNC machine would not run. I tell you the truth, folks, I'm kind of like a little funny when it comes to buying electronics, and I'll tell you why. I don't really buy electronics. I know what I'm about to say sounds contradicting, but when it comes to computers, laptops, and iPads and stuff like that of that nature, I prefer to buy it new. For the simple reason is I know whose hand's been in there, what they did, how it was taken care of. Because the scary thing is, folks, when you're buying computers pre-owned, I'm not saying this in a bad way, I'm not going to make any derogative statements, but if you get a computer that might have a virus on it, let's say it wasn't properly cleaned, they didn't clean out the hard drive, or it may have viruses on it, you got to be careful, folks, because buying something pre-owned like that, now I did sell pre-owned computers, okay, but I make sure they're completely wiped out. I mean, when you get them, the only thing that you're going to have on there is the operating system. Now, if it's hiding somewhere in the background on the hard drive, That's something I don't know about, because what I do is I will reformat the whole hard drive. And usually when you reformat the whole hard drive, you could pretty much get rid of all the existing data that was there. However, there is a little controversy with that. I've been reading on some of the websites that even though you do delete the data on there, they have software that can recover deleted files, which is kind of scary. But I know I'm getting back to this point here. When it comes to electronics, if you could, go to your local, like I have a Micro Center that sells, it sells new and refurbished computers. I would rather get a brand new computer. Refurbished ones are not bad. I mean, if you're dealing with a store, reputable store, and it's back, it's backed up with the 30-day money-back guarantee. That's not too bad. But I personally, when it comes to electronics, I'd rather buy new. The only thing I will say that I took a chance on buying, and only because it was too expensive to buy it for me, was the Apple iPhone 5S. I bought that pre-owned. Okay. I know people say, well, you could have got a phone like that, could have had viruses affected, could have been damaged or affected, but it was cheap enough to buy. I couldn't afford right now to go out and buy the most expensive. I mean, I know I like Apple phones, and they're kind of pricey. So for me right now, I can't afford to buy that right now. So I did take a chance and buying this. But I'm talking about computers. Monitors are not too bad. If you're going to buy a laptop or you're going to buy an iPad, whatever, if you can get them cheap enough, do that. I know I bought my HP laptop, just to share this with you, at Walmart, brand new, brand spanking new, wasn't refurbished or pre-owned. I paid $2.99 for it. It does the job. It's not a super powerhouse, but if I go to a local coffee shop or a Panera Bread or whatever, Dunkin' Donuts, I could take my laptop there and connect up to their Wi-Fi and use it with no problems. But again, I bought it brand new. Just as my computer, I bought brand new. I bought my monitor and stuff too. But if you're going to buy, see, that's the thing too, folks. If you're going to buy monitors, computer monitors, you might want to think about that as well, because you know how much usage it has on it too. They have been coming down a big time. I mean, I got my monitor, my HP monitor. I think it's a 21 or 22 inch monitor. I paid, I think, $149 for it at Micro Center, brand spanking new. So you might want to, when it comes to electronics, unless you know the buyer, the seller who's selling these items, my take is look at their feedbacks, and if they do have a lot of negative feedbacks, read what the people are saying before you make that purchase. And that goes for me as well. I mean, you could check my feedbacks out too, but sometimes my videos, I always tell people, before you make any purchases, please check my feedbacks out. So that goes for me as well, just to share it with you. But let's move right along, folks. Again, you can check this story out on E-Commerce Bites, because I want to try to wrap this up as quick as I can. And then here's another one over here. This one came out July 21st. It says eBay tries boosting selling prices with new promotion. And then it goes on to say eBay is running a promotion to encourage sellers to list their items priced at $50 or more. The invitation-only promotion for U.S. sellers kicked off in July 20th and runs through July 24th. eBay also mentions its marketing campaign and invitation to sellers. The promotion applies to auction fixed prices and goods will cancel listed on any duration. Invited sellers who activate the promotion receive 50% discount on final value fees for the first 5 items sold for $50 or more. I did get this promotion. I don't know if everybody else did. I don't know if it's because I'm top-rated seller or it just went out global to everybody. I accepted it. I acknowledged it. I did accept the invitation. But here's the thing. I will not be adding anything to right now. So, people might say, if you had no intentions, why'd you do it? Because you never know at the spur of the moment, folks. You might have a change in heart. You might say, let me get a couple items. Not that I'm doing any sourcing, but it's nice to have it there. It can't hurt, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I activate it, but if I never use it, so I don't use it, right? What's the big deal? But for those who do sell online with this here, and you are dealing with the fixed prices and goods will cancel, it might be a good thing to check it out. Why not? It can't hurt, So I took advantage of it in the sense that I activated it. Whether I put new stuff on or not, I don't know. That's yet to be seen. Let's move right along, folks. Here's another one. Amazon announces new fulfillment center in Washington State. Amazon announced plans for a new fulfillment center in Washington, While the Spokane facility will be the first in the East and West Washington, the company employs 50,000 people in the state, home to its headquarters. And then it goes on to say that the over 600,000 square foot fulfillment center will be used to fulfill such items as games, housewares, school supplies, and pet toys. Employees will work alongside Amazon Robotics to pick and pack and ship the items to customers according to the company. Well, that's nice. We have a fulfillment center over here in New York. I'm in Long Island, and as far as I know, it's like, I don't know, maybe about 5-10 minutes away from me. I don't know if it's a 600,000 square foot, because I know they usually like to get buildings that have a big, heavy-duty square footage to house their stuff. I don't know what this one is, but I know we have it around because I see the guys coming around with their private vans, and you know, they have their, you know, their Amazon, you know, people that work for them there, and I see them here all the time around my neighborhood. I mean, there's people left and right buying from Amazon. It's crazy, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, folks, I got one last thing, and then I want to just talk about some other stuff and share some other information with you guys. Here, again, is e-commerce bites. This one here is the guides. And I think I mentioned this once before. It says, welcome to guides, which are written, submitted by readers. Here are some of the latest published guides. Now, if you want to help out, you could do the same thing here. It says over here, you could, you know, it tells you that, well, if I can find the information here. Let's see here. I know it was over here somewhere. If the guide you don't see, you can why not write one? Okay, they allow you to write the guide here. It says over here, folks. If there's a guide you don't see, why not write one? To submit your guide on a topic related buying or selling online, click here to register and submit your guide. You must be logged in through e-commerce bites WordPress account in order to submit your guide. Learn how, and you can check it out here. You could find out about it when you click this on. I think it'll take you to another window, and that's why I guess you can make a submission. This is pretty good. If you want to share some information with us, I mean, if I come across, I'm thinking of doing that. But right now, like I said, I got so many other things on the stove, so to speak, that for me, it's hard for me to just bounce around and do different things. But I just wanted to share that with you guys really quick. But again, this is on e-commerce bites, and you can check them out at ecommercebites.com. And last, I want to go over this really quick. You see it basically, I'm in New York, as you know, folks. I live in the suburbs of Long Island here. And on the shows, I don't know if you ever hear, if you're familiar with, maybe the ones that are in New York know about it. It's NYC Media. They had this show that came out. I remember when they were going to broadcast it a while back. It's called Her Big Idea. And along here, for those who ain't familiar with it, they have the 999 show. They have Bare Feet in New York City, Blueprint New York, Brooklyn Savvy, City Classic. They have a whole bunch of different ones. But the reason why I'm talking about this one in particular, folks, maybe for the women out there that want to become entrepreneurs or share your, you know, maybe you got a passion you always wanted to try out, and you know, you weren't sure about it. You might want to check out Her Big Idea. This is really good, and it says over here, produced by NYC Media. This is half-hour series. Her Big Idea features inspiring profiles of New York City women entrepreneurs who transformed a simple concept into thriving business in New York City, and learn how to surmount obstacles and define challenging odds to build a profitable business in one of the world's most competitive economic environments. You could click on the videos, or you could check it out. These are some of the stories, season 2 over here. Right now we're in season 2, fairly new stories. But I did have over here the websites that I picked. They only did 4 women that were talking about how they started their business. And this one here is called PL Snacks, and it talks a little about their story. If you click it on here, and it's, you know, it'll give you a little insight about these people who started business. These are all women-owned businesses. There's only the 4 right now they covered in that show. In case you might want to check it out. This sounds like good though. I mean, snacks with real food appeal. You know. You could check this out on peeledsnacks.com. And folks, the windows I'm showing you right now, I am not affiliated with them. I'm not getting any kickback from them. This is not no affiliate links where every time you click it on, I make money off it. It's totally not. I am not affiliated with them. The only thing I will say, if you do go to any of these sites and they ask where you got it, you could just tell them you heard it on the Reseller News. You could do that if you want to just share that information, but I don't get nothing out of it, folks. I'm not getting any kickback. This is no sponsorship. I'm just sharing it with you guys out there. That's why, like I said again, that's what this channel is all about, to help inspire and share. And I hope these stories do help inspire you and make you, and give you a heads up as to creating a business. You may do it for yourself one day, but if you don't want to do that, that's totally up to you. You can watch the show. So this one here did peeled snacks, and she goes on to talk about how she got started with it and so forth. And you can check this one out, peeledsnacks.com. The other one is, again, I know this deals with New York. People say, why are you putting New York stuff out there? Because I figure maybe some New York people they might want to check this out, especially if you're going to move. This one here I seen, the lady who started this here. It's Rent Moving Box in New York City, which makes it makes sense. Instead of having boxes, cardboard boxes over there, load them, unload them, and take them out. And now you could use this service. It says over here, free delivery and pickup orders on over $99. And of course, you have the asterisk. You got to read that. They also, I believe, have an introductory video, which I'm not going to play right now. But it's pretty good. Something. It's a pretty good idea. And these are some. When I look at these things, I say, these are the type of ideas. Say, why didn't I think of that? When you really think about it. But it makes sense. And this one here is called Boxed Up. And you can read the stories as well. They got a phone number and stuff. Okay. Here's another one. This one here is Girls Who Code, and it talks a little about it. Here's the person who started it, the lady who started it. It's Girls Who Code was founded by a single mission to close the gender gap in technology, and it talks about the letter from Rjpasini. It says, when I started Girls Who Code, I never would have imagined we would grow to become the most a movement reaching almost 90,000 girls of all backgrounds in all 50 states. And then it goes on to say, and now just 6 years into our work, we have reached the tipping point. All right, and you can read, very inspiring story. I don't know the video. You could probably watch the video if you go to her big idea. But this one here, if you want to go to the website, read more about it. It's girlswhocode.com. Okay, /about-us/. So you can check that out as well, folks. And then this one over here is Jill Stewart. This lady here talks about her business, about how she started it. They have nice things there. As like I said again, you could shop for fragrances. It's a nice website. The lady who talks about it is very very nice and stuff like that. She gives you a heads up on how she started and stuff like that. However, the things ain't that cheap, of course. As you can see here, $125 for women's perfume here. It's a nice fancy bottle, and if this is what you're into, then why not, right? But they have different things as well. They got beauty, they got the collections there. They got dresses, tops. If you're into the shoes, they got nice shoes there. Again, it's not the cheapest, but the reason why I'm sharing the story with you guys is if you want to read more about Jill Stewart, how she started the business. And again, that's and I found these stories. I don't think I'm going to do it all the time. I'm not sure when it actually premieres, but it should tell you here, I guess. Mondays. I'm sorry, it goes on Mondays at 8:30 p.m. So you might want to try it, especially women that are into that have that entrepreneurial spirit, and you're thinking of doing something like that. Watch this show; it'll give you some ideas. I watch it, and it gives me some ideas too. But these are people that had, I guess, they go into the brick and mortar in some cases, the business, but you could still get something from it. And the last one I want to just show you is this one here. I think I mentioned it once before, folks. It's fragrancenet.com. It's been trusted online since 1997, and it says 50% off. I guess it's not too bad. When I clicked over here for men's colognes, I clicked this on here. And I wanted to see what it was all about, because I've seen this website, but I never really got into it that much. And when you look at it, I like, these are nice colognes, nice scented colognes for men. And you look at it, you say, geez, well, what's the prices then? Let's look at this one here, Aqua Di Giorgio, right? Let's see what he sells his for. Let's see, we click it on here. Now this one here, okay. This is the price here. This is a 30% off. You get it retails for $96, so you're getting 30% off of this one here. There was another one I was looking at. It was a little cheaper. Let me see if I can get back to that window there. I don't know if it was Versace. Let me see. It was one of these here, 50%. It might have been this one. Let's see, Cool Water. I'm not sure, but might have been this one here. And the price was pretty good. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but when I looked it up, it was a pretty decent price. It takes a little time to load up the information here, as you can see. Now this one here, again, it was well, this is what they say, retail price for $72. Their price is $33.99, and with the 30% off, you get it for $23 and change. Okay. I don't know if that offers free shipping. That's the price with the coupon, but you could check this out for yourself, folks. I'm just going to bump out of this screen here and close this video out. I just want to just again thank all the new subscribers who subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. I hope you will like, share, and comment on these videos I put out. And as I said earlier, folks, these videos are to help and inspire and share. That's what his initiative is all about. And the reseller news is what it's all about as well. It deals with e-commerce, eBay, Amazon, Etsy. Every now and then PayPal might get thrown into the mix, or Mercari. When I get the news feeds, I will share it with you guys. You know, I don't know if I'll be doing it all the time unless it's super important. I won't do a news brief or a breaking news type of thing unless I feel it's really important, because I'm sure a lot of the viewers out there, or even such as yourself, you probably get inundated with these. I know I do, because I do subscribe to a lot of YouTube creators, because I like the information, and it's basically how-to videos too, dealing with how to create my website. They have websites for that there. Creators have, for example, Filmora. That's the software I use to create my video editing, right? That's what I'm using right now for this year. I'm recording it on my webcam. I love Filmora. I like CyberLink is another one I use, but it's CyberLink PowerDirector 14. That's the one I have too. I use them in conjunction with one another. I kind of pull information, or I might pull off graphics from CyberLink that maybe Filmora don't have, and I'll just integrate them into one browser, one program, I should say. But it's really good. They're good software packages. They both are. The only thing is, I got so spoiled with Filmora that I don't even go back to CyberLink PowerDirector 14. I really do love Filmora, and I think it's really a good program. You could get the trial version. You can check it out for yourself. I think it's really a great product. I mean, I like it. Again, the only affiliation I have is that I bought the product. I don't have them on my website. I'm not sponsoring them by any means. I'm just throwing a little blurb out there, get a little shout out for them. It is a good software, especially if you're a YouTube creator. Very easy, cut and paste. You don't have too much bells and whistles that gets confusing. Sometimes you look at these programs and my gosh, when they open the window up with all these different windows there, graphics, it's like so combined in there. It's like it gets confusing. It's tired. It makes your eyes get tired because you're looking at these small print. I mean, my screen is only so big on my desktop, but still, it's there's a lot of software. There are a lot of good packages out there to create your videos. Another one I was just checking out the other night was Vegas Movie Studio 15, I think it was. It's not bad. I like Sony products. It used to be a Sony product. I don't know if it still is or not, because I think another company had bought them out, I believe. I like them, but for the most part, I got so familiar with Filmora that I use it exclusively right now, to be honest with you. But anyway, enough with that. I want to end this video. I just want to say thank you very much again for stopping by. Again, for the new subscribers, I really do appreciate it. If you get anything out of these videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you get a takeaway from it, which I hope you do, please give it a thumbs up. And please share your comments with me. I love to hear what you have to say about the topics I talk about. If you want to see me talk about different things, or you want to see me, you have other interests that you want to see me, deal with, whatever. I do have some how-tos, not many, some do-it-yourselves. Please don't hesitate to contact me. I even got my personal email address in there too. You're more than welcome to email me. But if you're going to leave comments, folks, all I say, I haven't been saying it recently, but in my other videos I have, if you're going to leave comments, as long as they're nice, I will respond to them. So please share, and don't forget to hit that little bell there and subscribe if you want to get updates on the reseller news and sneak peek videos and demo videos and intro videos as well. So you'll need to hit that subscribe button. But thank you very much for checking out my video. Have a great day. I'll talk to you the next time. Bye bye now.